morning, ma. Please, what's your name?
My name is Rose.
Okay, Rose. How has unemployment affected the Nigerian youths?
Well, unemployment has affected Nigerian youth in a lot of ways. Most of the youths have ventured into kidnapping, stealing, prostitution, fraud. Fraud now is like it's very high in this country.
How has unemployment affected the Nigerian youths?
So, in my own opinion, the problem we are facing today, or the problem that the youth are facing today, is not actually related to unemployment, although unemployment is a part of it. But the main issue is the governmental policies that we are to cope with. For example, even those that have work today, the little that they earn is not enough for them to meet up with their daily expenses. For example, the price of fuel today is on the hike, the cost of transportation, cost of feeding, and everything is too high for them to cope with their normal daily activities. So, because of that, now you see, corruption will be on the hike. Corruption will be on the hike in the sense that those people that are in the office now, because they want to survive, they have to start.
When you look to the country today, because of the bad government we have, there's a job, but there's a way to create job for multitude to have good job. But the government are very bad, and they don't even want to. They want to store the job for their grandchildren, for their family, and for the rest position of the people. They are thinking about themselves. Forget the multitude that have will be employed. There are many factories, many firms, many different of them offices there. They have vacancies, but they don't want to employ just because of the bad government. Because the government today, we don't believe the government will be like this today. Look at the, most of the graduates are outside, some Okada, some taxi driver. There's job in everywhere, but how can the people give you the job? Because they are saving for their grandchildren. That is the bad government we are talking today. We just need to change for all these things. They can create an office for most of the people to do jobs. The employment now in the country was very bad, which there are many laxity, different things, which the country is not supposed to be like this.
Unemployment has affected the Nigerian youth negatively because the youths of today, they ought to be gainfully employed positively, but with the high rate of unemployment, it's making the youth not to believe in themselves and have high disbelief in the country. They have lost faith in Nigeria as a country.
We all know now by the rates of fraud, we should call it Yahoo, and then the rate of girls going into hookup. That affected youths greatly. I think mostly youths greatly, yes. Because some of them even going to the point of going into ritual killing. You've heard of so many girls going to meet their boyfriend and they are not coming back again. Like, they did not come back with their lives again. So, yeah.
Okay, what about you?
She has said basically everything that they used to say. They are just joblessness, going into things that are against the society or societal values. Like she said, prostitution, ritualism, yahoo, and all of that.
Badly, actually, because majority of graduates like myself, I think that I can actually point out I have seen some graduates that are not working at the moment, and then maybe going back to doing some handwork that they learned during even before getting to university. So in terms of doing a job that is relating to what they study, they're actually doing a job in accordance to what maybe an handwork they learned. So, and on the fact that the common what's it called, how they call it, Yahoo. So you notice more guys, instead of getting the fact of not being able to get a job, they go into other means to get money. So yeah, it's actually affected.
Okay, so what practical measures can we take to reduce unemployment?
Okay, by engaging in a trade. Can venture into all these little trades and also learn a skill. Can learn a skill like furniture, mechanic, POS, just little things to put food on your table. I think it's better than stealing and going into fraud.
If you're still going back to that unemployment, the measure is actually you trying to develop yourself, learn some skills, do some menial job that you can afford with, that you can start off with low capital, even though when you don't have enough big capital to start a big business. But you see, like I said earlier, the governmental policies, I can see I'm doing POS, and if you can. Normally, POS is not a business that you actually use a big capital to start. You can start with small capital. But the policies that are in place, for example, if I should withdraw money from the ATM, I'm paying VAT. I'm paying for each withdrawal I'm doing. I have to pay 37 naira, some 38 naira to withdraw 5,000, because most ATM they only pay 5,000 naira per withdrawal. So if I should pay 20, no, 38 naira to withdraw 5,000, how much am I going to do it for a customer? If okay, how much am I paying for the space that I'm using? How much am I paying to my salary? How much salary am I going to pay my workers? So if I should look at all these things, the price will be on the hike and people will be complaining. So, and me now, I want to have more customers. I want to reduce my price so I'll have more customers, but I cannot do that because of the policies that government have put in place. So, to be sincere, it's not really the alleviating of unemployment, it's the policy. We have to address the governmental policies. If the policies are friendly, then we can proceed. Because if I'm doing a menial job and I see that the money I'm earning from there, I can't even get enough to pay my workers, let alone to save for tomorrow, then I will lose interest in doing those menial job. I want to like do a particular something, even if it's illegal, to make sure that I earn a lot of money to be able to foot my bills and all that thing. So the problem is not really unemployment, because even Nigerian youth, they are trying so much to like to get themselves involved in one or two things to get, but the policies that are on ground, they cannot thrive, they cannot succeed. You cannot make weight from the kind of policies that we are having today in Nigeria. So that's my take. We have to address the policies.
Okay, so how what do you think? How can we address the policies?
More politicians as we have them today, they are armed to the teeth. Like before they actually do anything, they have surrounded themselves with walls of, I don't know, like you can't go out and protest today. If you protest, they kill you. You see what happened the other day. People protested for some days. What happened? What was the repercussion? What was hiking fuel price? So to be sincere, even me, I don't really know the right measures to take now. But what are we going to do? We have to air our voice, continue protesting until a particular solution comes. I don't know, maybe civil disobedience. I don't know what is going to change this thing. So that's it.
To reduce unemployment, when some people are there, they're supposed to be retired, they don't want to retire. Many people are still staying in the office. They don't like to face anybody they know. If you're not capable to do it, they will just put into the office. But now this all their office was locked. They don't want to employ. But it's not like there's no chance to employ. There's many chance to employ, but it's just a bad government. That's why we are doing today. We're just suffering of all these things today.
Okay, so but in your opinion, how can we reduce this unemployment, sir?
How can we use on this supplement? If I can say, Nigeria today, with the motion of employment now, the country, we can stabilize and have a small firm to make sure some group of people can be there for the employment by interview, by different things. I believe by time. Let's look towards the time where we can do it, because we don't believe this country will be like this.
So what practical measures can we take to reduce unemployment?
There is a part of government and also from the individuals. But from the government aspect, if the individuals have to wait for government, we have high doubts. But for the youths on their own, they can actually have a positive impact towards things by diversifying into skill acquisition that can be a positive alternative to reduce the rate of unemployment presently being faced in the country, with government providing enabling environment for the youth to utilize the skills acquired. It's one thing to say the youth should fan to flame their innate skills. It's another thing to have enabling environment to be able to harness that positively.
Well, for start, I can say if you can provide more companies, then you can actually get to employ more people. So, and then you can also, because you can actually teach people how to, have themselves being self-employed, because on the idea of having this whole idea that okay, when you graduate, you can look for a job. You can have the whole idea. You can teach people to, believe in themselves and know that when they graduate, you can actually start your own job or your own company if you have the means to. Okay, and then in that aspect, you can also be helping other people to get employed. So
What practical measures can we take to reduce unemployment?
By creating centers for skills acquisition, then job opportunities too. because if you decide to wait for the government, there will be nothing. So I think we should like try to like create small skills acquisition centers for the youth to like so that they'll be able to learn a skill and like make a better life.
Okay. What do you have to say?
Yes, creating job opportunities. All these our government sectors that are a lot of old men and old women that have gotten to retirement age. They've not retired, they are still there. So let them retire those people so that they can employ young adults. Imagine now you go to school for 4 years and you start after learning handwork just because you feel like the certificate you have is not going to get you a good job or not get you a job at all since you don't know anybody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. So those people at some positions, some levels that are up to retirement age. Let them retire them. Let them retire them and employ young people. Then, like she said, skill acquisition. If you can, like, let there be more skill acquisition for people that are growing up, the youth, so that if they have something doing before they get to some level, they would have established themselves, thereby creating more job opportunities for people that are also growing up. So that's it.
All right. Thank you so much.